Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for my February 2023 spend analysis. So I want to start by saying my total income net after taxes for February was 5466. That's two paychecks of 2708 and a birthday gift from my mother. I did start the month with $52, as you'll recall, in my checking account. So I'm adding that to the 5466. You can see in green, that would be the in money, and then everything shaded in red would be the out. True expenses, condo association 449, electric 88, internet 55, cell 59, credit card paying off in full number 1, 55, min payment 41 on another credit card, because remember I have a 0% until 2024. So when I had a comment on my last update, somebody said, "Do you eat?" And I said, "Of course I do." What I do is I put the groceries onto that credit card. So that total, including a little bit of fund there, is $629 for the month, which is about, includes the $120 or so average per week that I spend on food. So really, I'm going to add this in and say true expenses for February is $1376 because I add the two numbers. So I'm doing this really for visual purposes for you guys, but really I use my Build a Budget spreadsheet that I've shared with you previously. This $4,100 is back funding the I-bond that I purchased early this year that you guys may recall from my previous episode. So I'm putting that back into my Ally account to back fund to bring my online savings emergency account back up to $15,000. So I added $4,100 there, which means now at the end of the month remains in my checking account about $42 because I'm really netting these close to zero as possible. Now, the other thing I want to say here is, let me go ahead and show you my money map, remember, for 2023, just to orient everybody to my true expenses that you can see here for the entire year, which was about $19,000, which represents 20% of my total income after taxes of $94,000. Because taxes are on the left, I'm really tracking this fun and other bucket though of $7,500, because if I meet the goals, then I'm able to save what you see over here, which is 72% of the $94,000, right? That's my goal. That's my number one goal, is to save and invest as much as possible. That can happen only if I meet and don't exceed the $7,500 here. I'd like to track then each month, well, how much am I spending from the $7,500? You may recall from last month, that bucket went down to $69.68. Now in February, I did pretty well because I only spent from that bucket $45. I don't really care what that's on. It was, fun and other. Meaning I have line items, remember, in my Build a Budget, and I pay myself $40 per week. I exceeded that for the month, though. I had to spend an additional $45, so I pulled that from this $7,500 other line item, but it all nets to the same. It's all the $7,500 larger bucket, right? So as I go throughout the year, then I really try to make sure that I spend as little as possible from that extra pad of money in the $7,500, because what if a washer and dryer breaks? Like I had to replace my washer and dryer last year and my hot water heater. Over the past couple years with my condo, I had larger ticket items. I bought windows. I did all sorts of things. So this year, however, I don't have anything on my radar as a big ticket item. It probably will happen though, and that's why you want to keep as much money as you can in that bucket. And as you get closer to the end of the year, then you can release it in your budget, either to more fun for experiences and or into savings or investing. The other thing I'm going to add here on a monthly basis, which I like to do for you guys and also for myself, I've been tracking this for many years, is where are we with this S&P 500? Well, March 2, as I'm recording this, 2023, we sit right now at about 3951 in the S&P 500. And remember, the number to get back to really is 4,800 in January of 2022. This is the first time in my investing career outside of the recession that we've seen such a large dip in the market. So I had good luck in terms of the market returns over the course of my career of investing. You just never know what's going to happen. And so in my mind, though, I'm like, wow, we are not getting back to, 4,800. It's going to take quite a while. I also want to just briefly mention that I remind myself that August 22nd of 2022, when the S&P was 4,200, my Fab 4, which I'll talk about here in a minute, was at $1 million. So I just like to remember that, because what I'm going to do now is track on a monthly basis, where are we with these three items? So my total investments right now, the Fabulous 4, 401k, taxable, HSA, and the Roth, those are the 4 accounts that I have forecasting for retirement through Vanguard. And that's the 99% likeliness of success for, until I get to age 100. And so I know that I'm doing pretty well there. Even the market went down, it still says on Vanguard that it's a 99% likeliness of success, pulling 45,000. I don't know if I told you that before, but I don't need the 45,000 per year, but I put that in the forecast to see what would the 99%, would it still be 99% at pulling 45,000 per year? Anyway, that may be for another video, and I've probably mentioned that before. But right now, early March, those Fabulous 4 dipped down to $990,745. I'm okay with that because the market obviously has gone down a little bit, and that bucket, that Fab 4, has the most volatility because that is money that is in the stock market, albeit being very balanced at 60% stocks and 40% bonds. Total investments and savings, because I have to add in online savings and CDs that I bought, as you guys know, of $85,738. That brings that number to $1,076,483. And then finally, I like to track my total net worth. My condo value is about $200,000. There's lots of things going on, as you guys know, in real estate, and so I anticipate perhaps my condo may go down in value. I'm okay with that though, because I still have to have a place to live. So I don't really consider it in the forecasting of like the 4% rule. For example, I just use total investments for that, not even savings really. So it's that 990 number up above that I really track for success over time for retirement spending. And I'm going to close with this. You guys know I'm trying to get my cash reserves up as much as possible. So that 85,000 right there, by the end of this year, if I stay on track with my savings goals, that will get my savings up to about 120,000, which, as you know, then could carry me through bad markets of about 4 years or so at 30,000 spending. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking I want to do. But as the year goes on, if the market even dips more than it is, I may put some of that into those retirement accounts. And at the same time, I will start to consider, if I do go into retirement in 10 months, I'll continue to do the savings, but if not, I may pop some of that into the retirement as well.